about a month ago, I had a heart attack, and the obvious things, I saw lights, and I had a vision. The room was dark, so it was something that I enjoyed, and there was paintings of and by Roz Williams that I have seen before, that I have never seen before. So that spirit, that feel was there, and because he is a hero of mine, so that's there. And then beyond the talk of that, because it's a quote that I enjoyed. I mean, this is the one thing that I remember deeply, that there won't be peace in this world until all the politicians are suffocated by the entrails of IMM's priests and rabbis. That's something that I know that's my political feel. So I got that, and then with God, or the concept of the higher being, it was a reflection of a face that I adore. It was female, so something that I adore. And then it was somebody in my life that I had lost at a point, but her face made me feel comfortable, even though seeing her was kind of uncomfortable in that kind of way, so it made me miss her. And all that kind of blah, 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 blah. And I do remember walking down a hallway, and each door, like, there was the one door said the Punk House, one door said Cedar Point, one door said Steel City Improv Theater. There were other things that weren't there, like, that I have not. There was quite a few other doors, so I'm assuming either I have unlived things that I have to do, or things that I have never reached yet. So, I mean, the door is symbolic to things that's going to open and close and stuff like that, so I get that. And like I said, the room was dark, so, I mean, theoretically, somebody would say that having the dark room is devil, but no, it's not. But also too, like, there were things like, how do I say, like, we need to get off of oil, we need to end governments, we need to get rid of certain things like school administrations, and we need to get rid of the central banks. Those are things that were like, okay, those are things that I know, blah, blah, blah. And then I kept asking, are we going to have an Armageddon, and are we going to have the end of the world? And then the being said no, but also too, and this is a reflection of me in some sense, because the being said we're not that important, and I said as humanity, and they said yes. This being said yes. So I mean, I guess it gives me, I don't know what it means. I mean, I know there's like some unresolved things with the doors as well, because it's things that I have written and stuff like that as well, which is the Punk House and other things too. So it was a moment, but also too, it was caused by having no oxygen to the brain, so obviously that's going to cause some hallucination. So whether or not, I mean, I did see a lot of lights. I didn't run from it. I was ready to go. Each time I've been ready to go. And I'm still here. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I mean, it gives me a little hope, because I know that I have to still walk down along personally I have a long hallway to walk down. I mean, I am only 41, but I guess the darkness is also a resemblance of my loneliness in that sense too, because that's what it could resemble. I mean, you could pick apart anything. You could do this daily with dreams or whatever and what they mean, but I personally just wanted to say that it just said we're not that important, but there are some things that we need to do. I mean, beyond the quote, that's just a quote that I enjoy, that all politicians need. We won't have peace or freedom until all the politicians are suffocated by the entrails of all the imams, priests, and rabbis. That's something that I enjoy. I get that. But also, too, it makes sense to get rid of the central banking. It makes sense to get rid of administrations that we don't need and governments. Yes, I know, and that's what I'm into. Is I know I'm into that, but it was a nice reflection, a wake up call because of the heart attack. Because and it wasn't drugs. I wish, but it wasn't. I do like this reflection right now with the skeleton behind me, and then the award on the other side, and then painting. Anyway, I just want to share that. Take it from whatever you will, and if you want to give. Blah blah blah. It's another additive to the everyday of people adding crap in the internet and leaving their narcissism behind. 'Cause that's where we're at. Alright. Bye. Thought you were gone.